And Volkanovski is going to take it, as is Usman, on 10 days' notice. Wow. I can't say it. I can't say it better than what I just said it. Just incredible. Volkanovski and Usman, you guys, I just applaud you. You're truly, it's one thing to say you're a beast, it's another to behave like a beast in all ways. They've shown it in the ring, in the octagon, and now they've shown it again in this way. They are truly beast gladiators. Take these fights on, as I said, 10 days' notice. Wow.
Well, listen, for the people that might be inclined to place a wager on this bet, and for our friends at MyBookie, if you're going to bet, please use MyBookie and use the promo code ATLAS, ATLAS,
and bet with your head, not over it.
Exactly. They'll give you a 50% credit on your first deposit. You deposit $2,000, they'll give you another $1,000 to play with. For the people who are going to bet, Teddy, we've got Makhachev minus 260 and Volk at plus 200. Who do you like and why?
Give me the 200. He may lose. I'm not betting against Volkanovski. He's earned the right for me to feel that way and to respect him that way. The only problem, 10 days is rough. But hopefully he's in great shape. But
well, you remember what the great Michael Bisping did against Luke Rockhold on a 1 or 2 weeks notice when he gets the call to come in and fight for the title. Sometimes there's less pressure, less stress.
No, you're right.
And those guys, if you ever need an example in your life to stay ready, never get ready.
Yeah.
When you stay ready like this, 10 days fine tuning.
You're right. And look, and this is where that specialness inside of you comes to the surface. And Volkanovski has that specialness inside of him. So I'm not betting against him. I know it's a tough one. There's a reason why those numbers are what they are. But give me the 200. Give me the 200. If I'm wrong, so what? It'll be worth it. It'll be worth taking a shot, not over my head, but just taking a little shot with the plus 200, just because he's earned the right for me to trust him or to back him that way. He's earned the right in his behavior. And the other guy's great too. The other guy's tremendous. But I'm going to go with Volk, and only because of that. Go ahead, Ken. I'm sorry.
Charles has said on multiple occasions since this fight was brought up that he didn't want the fight, or he wasn't going to take the fight, that he didn't feel like going over to, at one point he said going over to, is it in Abu Dhabi or Dubai? It's in the Middle East. And Charles was saying, oh, this is a home fight for him. And then Chael did a whole breakdown. It was like, actually, he's from Uzbekistan, and your country is actually closer to where the fight is, and it's not a hometown fight for Makhachev. But Chael's been on him from the beginning. Charles has just never indicated like a real desire or hunger for this fight, and has, like I said, has hinted at either not wanting the fight or making excuses about where it's located. So, and Chael's been on it from the beginning. So when the fight was canceled, he goes, guys, he told you this fight wasn't going to happen from the beginning. So regardless of the reason, no one should be surprised. So I would imagine Volk is like knowing that as well and listening to the language coming from Charles and is ready to go, clearly, because 10 days ain't enough to get in shape. He had to already be in shape where he wouldn't be able to even take the fight, not to mention the weight.
Yeah, listen, the mental realms are the most important realms. They are. I mean, as long as the physical talents are comparable, then it does come down to those realms. If the physical talents aren't comparable, then those realms don't get tested. Then it's different. Then they never get brought into question or brought into the equation. Cus had a great saying, Cus Tomato, my mentor. He used to tell me, Teddy, in a battle between two comparable fighters, talents, the man with the stronger will always win. Will overcome skill, except in the cases where one man's skill is so far superior that the will is never tested. It's a great saying. It's truth. It's so true.
That's right.
Very interesting. I know it's the 10-day notice that is the thing that's hovering above it. Volkanovski has become a demon as a striker. with his jab, with that. And it reminds me of Khabib in a way that toward later in Khabib's career, the great Khabib, the GOAT Khabib, he became so much better at striking. We know how unbeatable he was on the mat, but he became so much better striking, and part of it was his jab. And Volkanovski has he's always been a good striker, but he's a great striker. He's actually a great striker now, and he is tremendous and great on the mat, on both places. And, you know, the funny thing is that Makhachev is a monster on the mat, and he's become, or was, but he's become even a better striker than he was, and he continues to get better in that area. So what I'm getting at is, it's good. I'm curious where Volkanovski takes this. Does he keep it to the striking? He's good in both places, but Makhachev, I would say, is supposed to be, you know, the superior on the mat, but he's awful good at striking too. And Volkanovski is, again, he don't come in second to anybody. The only guy he lost to was the guy he's fighting now, Makhachev. And that was a competitive, close fight. But Volkanovski don't come in second to anybody anywhere, really. So does he decide to go to the mat, or does he stay? I would think that he stays standing. And I'm wondering if the ego of Makhachev helps Volkanovski. And isn't an interesting twist on it, Ken, and a play on it? I'm wondering if the ego of Makhachev gets involved, knowing he has the edge, that he had full preparation for this. A lot of people are going to say no matter what happens, if he wins, they're going to say, well, Volkanovski wasn't at his best. He didn't have full time to prepare, blah, blah, blah. I wonder if his ego gets involved and he says, okay, I won't go to my strongest place maybe, because he loves to strike anyway.
Yep.
But if Makhachev says, I'll stay standing, which is Volkanovski's wheelhouse, if you will, I'll stay standing and I'll beat him this way. That'd be very interesting. That's a great point to see if the ego, if his ego gets involved here. Yeah, that could make it really, really, really interesting.